A couple of guys asked me what I think of the new SJE093, which is another crazy reference. We'll call it the actual proper re-edition of the 62 Mas, the famous diver from 1965 of Seiko. Such a good-looking piece, which they had reissued as the SLA 017 in a larger format that we thought was as good as it would get. Inside there was a derivative of a Grand Seiko movement, so it was sort of justifying the price point, around 4,000 US. And yeah, it was great, but then came different colors, different versions, other editions of other watches. I personally bought the SPB 149, so that's the more entry-level version, but a limited edition with a very cool blue-gray dial. That actually it is a bit slimmer and around the 6R35 movement, which is totally all over the place. It runs very, very fast on that watch. And now comes this 38 millimeter diameter watch, only 12.5 in height, so it's even slimmer than the very original vintage one. You don't get a bracelet. It's almost 4,000 US, and it's a new caliber from the 6L family, the 6L37, and the 6L family is meant to be thinner. And actually, I had a 6L in the re-edition, the first re-edition, because they did more afterwards, of course, of the King Seiko, and it was actually very nice and actually a good competitor to the ETA 2892, the slimmer ETA, and it was quite accurate, running really well. So yeah, I just saw the ID guy video, and he always makes great videos, and most of his video was complaining about the stated accuracy and the actual accuracy. And I think there's a difference between the different movements. But yeah, the 8L was a Grand Seiko movement. The 6L isn't. The stated accuracy is plus 15 minus 10, which is just too wide at 4,000 US dollar. I mean, you compare it to the Black Bays, which are on the dot almost, plus minus 1 second in real life. And we always say, yeah, in real life it might be great, but the thing is that they don't make any claim, and we would like for that price that they would make some claim of better accuracy, and you could have a lemon that they will still fall within their stated accuracy, while you're always expecting better, and that's the main beef. I think at that kind of price point, I think 3,900 US. You're mainly paying for the exclusivity of, once again, having a limited edition. I think less than 2,000 pieces. It's not a lot. And it will make people buy the watch. Now, how do I feel really about this one? Obviously, the execution is very similar to the SLA 017 in the looks, the indices and everything. It's really well made, and you get the classic strap coming with it. Personally, I'm actually not a fan of the 62 MAS. I like looking at it, but I don't really enjoy wearing it. I much prefer the Willard, the Captain Willard, the turtle shapes of Seiko divers. So that's one thing. But it's true that when the commercial comes on for this one, I'm like, yeah, I gotta have it, I gotta go see my Seiko guy. I am a Seiko path, a Seiko-aholic, like many of you guys, and my first reaction is like, yeah, I gotta have it. And then, because it's not available yet, thankfully, in the shop, you think a bit, okay, I just got the Black Bay 54, which is slimmer, has a better caliber, comes with a bracelet, an extension clasp. I mean, what the hell? Why am I suddenly willing to spend 4,000 and take a chance on the movement accuracy on a watch that I don't even really want? I always kind of wanted the SLA 017, never went for it, always thought there's going to be a next one. And Little pearl of wisdom, the best Seiko by now, and I don't think it was the same in the past, but the best Seiko now is the next one. There's going to be another one. There's going to be another version of this in a year or two, maybe an even cooler limited edition color, although this one, the original one, well, that's the one that you should want, but maybe a great blue, a great green, and you'll be like, oh, am I gonna spend another 4,000 on that one? So the best Seiko, always the next one. And it wasn't the case when, when they went to that Prospex logo on everything. It made me, a lot of people really cherished the previous iteration, like the Alpinist or the different divers, like the Shogun. There's a big price difference now. You pay more not to have that Prospex logo on the same watch, or almost. And as I always say, second pearl of wisdom, if you will, would you prefer that they don't make it, right? At least they make it, and you don't have to buy it. It's just annoying that it's there in a way, right? You kind of want it not to be there, and them coming up with something a bit more original. Kudos to Seiko to meeting the demand for a slimmer caliber. That's great. I think the demand, if you're going to spend that kind of money, you will want to have a bracelet. You will want to have an accuracy a bit closer to chronometer specification, at least an explanation on how the watches are regulated, maybe 2-3 positions, the minimum. The one when you're standing and the one when it's flat. I don't think it's too much to ask. So yeah, speak with your money, but it's a limited edition. So once it's gone, and you'll have to wait for the next version, and you don't know what it's gonna be. And in 5 years, there'll be an even better version with a new caliber that has that better accuracy, and maybe there will be a bracelet that actually matches the watch. It's never ending, but there you go. All my thoughts. I gotta see it in person. I'm guessing a lot of guys are gonna reserve it at the AD, so I'm gonna have to be a bit quick. I was trying to see my guy all of last week. I couldn't see the guy. I'm gonna try to see him next week, and put my name on it, and at least see it in person, give you some pictures, and then we will know. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the question. Bye-bye.